Hey guys, it's KG. I've got an amazing core and glutes workout for you. This is bite-sized, so it's the perfect go-to workout to activate everything. You don't need any equipment, so let's get straight into it. You'll bring yourself down to the ground, legs extend long, arms extend long. Tuck your chin, make a frame for your face, so biceps stay by the ears as you roll your body all the way up, scooping your waist back, rounding through the spine as you reach your hands towards your feet. And then you slowly reverse out of this position, connecting with your breath, and drop your back down piece by piece. So each repetition that we roll through, we want to find a little bit more mobility through the spine. And when I talk about the pullback through the waist, I want you to imagine that you're rounding over something. I like to think about a foam roller laying across my waist, and as I curl up, I have to bend and scoop around that, so I'm pulling my lower abs back each time, so I get that core activation, but I'm really getting this beautiful mobility through the lower piece of my spine. Let's go one more, all the way. Big reach forward, and then a slow and dramatic decline to get out of there. So pull that waist back, pull it back, lay it down. Arms can stay up above the shoulders, knees float to tabletop position, feet are flexed, alternating dead bug. Left arm, right leg reach away from each other nice and long, while the others stay still. Exhale, draw back to center, and we switch side. So key points with your dead bug are that you want to stay really slow and you want to keep the other side super still. So each time this knee is holding above the hip, not coming in closer so that we can maximize the core work. Use an inhale as you reach out and away, and then a deep exhale through the mouth to pull the lower abs in towards the spine as you come back through center and get ready for that change. Beautiful, nice and slow. Keep those feet flexed and active. We've got 10 seconds left. One more rep on each side. Last one. Knees will stay where they are. Hands press firmly into the floor. We come into your single leg, bent leg lowers. So 90-degree bend in the knee. I lower one heel down at a time to tap the floor. Exhale, draw back to starting position and switch. With the hands pressing firmly into the floor, you can keep the collarbone nice and open and give the arms a little bit of work to do. So there's going to be a huge focus on breath throughout this workout. So keep being really conscious of a nice exhale through the mouth. Heels are going to squeeze together, double leg lower. So we keep the knees bent, 90-degree bend there, and then squeeze the heels as we exhale and come back to starting position. Okay, you should already be feeling this one, and we're going to start to level up a little bit more. We're going to turn this into a double leg extension in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, legs press all the way out to a 45-degree angle. Exhale and squeeze those heels to draw back to starting position. We press out again and repeat. So you should really be feeling this one. And if those knees are stopping above the hips each and every time, that's where you're going to maximize the core work. So sometimes it helps to have a mirror handy just until you can really establish where that stopping point is. But for me, I like to think about stopping an inch further away from where I think my knees are. Okay, let's advance again. Hands come behind the head, roll up to the tips of the blades, and then keep the legs in that same extension motion. Okay, what if you could roll up a little bit higher? So really drop that head into the hands like it's a weight. Squeeze those heels together so you can fight the hip flexors from trying to get involved. 10 seconds, we advance into a crisscross, one of my favorite core drills. You'll definitely feel the burn in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg extends long, cross up and over towards your left knee. Lift higher as you come through center, switch over to the back. Keep lifting higher as you come through center each time. Keep rolling through this for me for 20 seconds. Now think about a little string through your chest that's pulling you up higher each time as you rotate across. Keep dropping that head into your hands and then keep lifting higher. Okay, so the shoulder blades are never touching down. It should be burning. That means you're in the right place. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little rest. Whew. Yes, okay. Abs are ready to work. Now we're gonna roll over and we're gonna set up for a static bear hold. Hands are underneath our shoulders, knees are under hips, tuck your toes, and we hold here. This is the working space for us. So I want you to think about a little lift through your stomach as if someone was coming underneath and going like this. Then open the chest up to the floor. So a little wrap through those arms helps get a bit more tricep work, and then knees should be floating just off the floor. So this should be building up a little bit of a burn in the muscles, and then we get ready to take it on a walk. In 10 seconds time, you can move a few steps forward, a few steps back for a forward-backward bear crawl. So keep this shape you've established now, and then we take it on the move. Now it's short and precise, little steps with the hands and the feet, moving 3 steps forward, and then I take 3 steps back. My knees stay super low so I can maximize the work, and then keep that nice square frame of the body. Think about that chest opening to the floor, the little lift through the stomach. Good, you should be feeling this one now. We take it into a forearm plank, forearms to the floor in 3, 2, and 1. Toes stay tucked, option to drop those knees if you really need to. And then think about, again, opening the chest to the floor, hips get that little lift, nice long flat back. Breathe, think about energy sending down through the legs. We transition into a side plank in 10 seconds, so stay up on those toes if you can. You're almost there. You'll be rolling onto your right forearm in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So try stay lifted that whole time. Elbow stacked under shoulder, arm reaches all the way up, hips are lifted. So options with the feet. You've got the double stack. You can drop one leg in front, or you can lay your bottom knee down to the floor. Each time you do this workout, I want you to see if you can advance, okay? So if you're not up to the double stack yet, don't worry. It's always great to have room to go. Keep lifting that bottom hip. Eye gaze up at that top hand. We'll transition to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Roll straight through, and then lift straight up. So think about pressing that entire forearm into the floor. Top arm is stacked nice and tall, and you're getting this beautiful lift up and away from the floor. Keep breathing and holding. You're almost there. I'll count you through it. Okay, lift those hips a little higher. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little recovery. Okay, cool. Round 2, we're gonna level each of those drills up just a little bit more. So that static bear hold, we add a shoulder tap. So this is gonna really challenge your stability and force your core to work a little bit harder. Hands start under shoulders, knees start under hips. You'll tuck your toes, float the knees just off the floor, and hand will tap opposite shoulder. Now I want you to move slow and with control so that those hips aren't doing a little dance everywhere. Let's do it in 2 and 1. We're in this position for 30 seconds. So each time I lift my hand, what if I could do it without disrupting anything else in my body? So it's slower than you want it to be, and you really exert that control. Sometimes when we do these turbo reps, you'll notice your hips are doing this cha-cha. This is not dance class. I promise you, dance is not my specialty. Stability, however, I love. So let's keep at it. We go on the move in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 steps forward, and then we walk it back. So think about this. Do you feel like you can keep those knees a little closer to the floor, maybe than you did the first time? Whenever we're repeating drills, we're looking to develop our technique just a little bit further. Good, you guys are doing awesome. One of my favorite ab exercises coming up after this. Knees drop to the floor, elbows start underneath your shoulders. This is a forearm plank burner. Everyone's knees are down. Walk your elbows forward to the shoulders and hold. So you have your elbows a little further out, so you're going to feel an increased challenge, especially in those upper abs. Walk your elbows out as far as you can whilst maintaining good form. You got 10 seconds left, so if you can inch out a little further, now's your time. Squeeze those glutes. Think about a little tuck through the pelvis. Almost there. We've got a side plank with a wrap in 3, 2, and 1. Quick transition. Right elbow underneath right shoulder. Lift all the way up. Left hand is going to wrap underneath. It threads out the other side. Eye gaze follows. Lift all the way back up. So make this a really graceful motion. You keep this bottom hip lifted so that you have room to slide the arm underneath. And let your breath follow that hand. So a nice inhale on the way through. Exhale with control on the way up. One more time on this side. We'll transition over onto the left forearm in 2 and 1. So take the same stacking of the feet on each side. So if you have the stagger, you'll stay with the stagger. If you have the double stack, stay with that. And if you're working with the knee on the ground, that's going to be your option for this side too. Start to really reach through right underneath. Great job, you're almost there. Give me 5, 4, 3, little recovery in 2, and 1. Whew, shake it out. Okay, let's give those glutes some attention. You're gonna come into a front lying position. This is called a frog press. So I make a pillow for my face. My forehead will rest down. Knees come apart, heels squeeze together, and my feet are flat as if I could balance a drink on them to serve straight up to the ceiling. I'll press up so my thighs lift off the floor. A heel squeeze in my glutes are the driver to get them up. All right, 30 seconds, let's do this. Big press and lower. Press and lower. So the more I can squeeze my heels together, my inner thighs are gonna get more work. And can you relax your upper body down so it's just the glutes that are controlling the lift of those legs up and away from the floor. You should be really feeling this all across here. Yes, you're welcome. It's gonna get a little bit more spicy. In 5 seconds, we're gonna hold up the top for a pulse. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, pulse. We're here for 30 seconds, okay? So I don't want those legs. The front of your thighs should not touch down onto the floor at all. We're staying here for another 20. Yeah, it feels like a long time. It's not that long, I promise. Let's go. Keep fighting for that burn. Heels still squeezed together. Feet are trying to stay as flat as possible. You're almost there. Let's go. 10, 9, 8. Big press. Big press. Come on, a little higher. You have 5. Legs go long in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We transition into a leg lift. Legs will lift up, go out and around, draw back in. Let's try it together. Let's go. 30 seconds. Head is staying really relaxed on those hands. And think about a long neck. So sometimes we get all shrimpy in our position. Your body should be laid super long. We're going to add upper and lower body together in 14 seconds. So right now, I want those legs to be lifting long and stretching through the hip flexor each and every time. You'll extend your arms out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So feet are about hip distance apart. Arms and legs lift. They lower down. Arms and legs lift. They lower down. So I'm still staying active as I lower down. My glutes are helping to lift my legs, and my back strength and my core is really helping to lift my chest and arms up and away from the ground. Good. Keep at it. Come on. A little higher. Oh, come on. You can go higher than that. Good. You got another 8 seconds. Then we're going to be up in a high plank position. Keep going. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick transition. High plank. All right, hold. You're going to hold this high plank as an active setup while I show you the next move that's coming. I'm going to bend my left leg, foot is flexed, and I'll be doing a high press to the side. So where I want to feel the work is into my glute and my hamstring. All right, your turn in 3, 2, and 1. So in that high plank setup, my body weight stays forward, hands are under shoulders, and this knee is bent so that my hips are in line, and this top foot is flexed, and it's a little press, just pushing straight up to the sky. Now take that micro wrap through the elbows so you get a little more work in your triceps. Eye gaze is just forward of the fingertips. We switch leg in 5, 4, don't take a break in between, 3, 2, and 1. Quick switch, here we go. Press with that right foot, up and away, up and away. Keep trying to keep those hip points facing straight down to the floor. Take that bend through the elbows. We've got to keep reminding ourselves all these key little cues that come each and every time. You've only got 12 seconds left, and we get a little active recovery break. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push all the way back into a child's pose. Little break on those shoulders, and then rock yourself back forward. Okay, hip bridge hold, one of my favorites. Roll over onto your back, set your feet up so that your fingertips can touch your heels, and that's your space that you want to work from. Now press the hands so firm into the floor, lift the hips all the way up into your hip bridge, pull your energy back through your heels, and hold. So when we pull our energy back through our heels, our toes are still relaxed in our shoe. So sometimes we get all crimpy through our feet. Try and spread the entire foot out, and without moving the foot, shift your energy back right into the heels. Your next drill coming is going to be a single leg hip bridge. So I want you to keep pulling the energy so far back through your heels now, so you're setting this intention and the burn where you want it to feel. And right leg will extend up to the ceiling in 3, 2, and 1. Pull all that energy back through the left heel now and fully plant the left foot into the floor as you flex the right foot and push it right up to the ceiling. So the single leg hip bridge is such a great way to talk directly to the glutes, the very top of the hamstring and the inner thigh. Now arms are active by pressing firmly into the floor. Neck is long. Fight the urge to lift your neck up off the floor. Good, you've got another 5 seconds here. Then we're gonna hold up the top in 2, 1. Hold, pull back through that left heel before you initiate the movement with the right leg. It's a slow lever towards the floor. Exhale, draw it straight back up to tall. So now I get to work my right oblique, left glute at the same time. Yes, it should be feeling very spicy right about now. Good. Keep using that breath to control. Flex that right foot, pull back through your left heel. This is a high maintenance move. There's a lot to think about, okay? So keep staying attached to the cues. You got it. You're almost there. It's a direct change over to the other leg in 3, 2, and 1. Quick switch. Left leg comes straight back up, and we lower down into that single leg hip bridge. So this time, pulling through the right heel and really flexing that top foot. Good. Keep the control. So this is a move where you really want to take breaks, but I'm going to challenge you not to. Okay, keep that work in your body. You don't build up that burn just to throw it away. We transition into the leg lower in 3, 2, and 1. Hold through the right heel and then extend down. So it's worth taking a pause so you can really initiate where you want that control to come from. And the control in this drill is coming from the pullback through the right heel. Good, you're almost there. In 10 seconds, we're gonna lower this leg down. We come straight into our dead bug, just like the beginning. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips drop down, feet come up, they're flexed. Arms come up, opposite arm and leg extension all the way away. Exhale to draw back in. So a little brief moment to move a little slower. We have a crisscross coming your way. Your challenge this time is to lift those shoulder blades a little higher off the floor than last time. So hand over hand behind the nape of the neck, roll up to the tips of the blades, right leg extends out, we cross over, come higher as you come through center, and transfer to the other side. Keep those elbows wide. There's a lot to think about, but you can do it. Come on, keep layering on each time you do these drills. Okay, I dare you to get a little higher for 10 seconds. Full body roll up coming to finish after this. That'll be your active way to cool down. So make the most of these last few seconds of burn. 2 and 1. Everything goes long, just like the beginning. Tuck your chin. Make that frame for your face. Pull your waist back and reach towards those toes and reverse out of there. This should feel pretty different the first time you did it, and hopefully you can notice the space that you have gained in your body. Big reach. This is one of my favorite moves, especially after I've been flying, or if it's been a stressful day, this is a really good way to regenerate and a nice way to stack the body. Pull that waist back. Don't be afraid to go slow in this one. Okay, last roll down. Let's go really, really dramatically slow. Lay your body to the floor. Hug those knees in towards your chest. Use that to get a little roll. We'll tuck the toes, come all the way over into a nice little down dog. Little stretch here. We flow through into an up dog. Keep those toes tucked. Nice stretch of the shoulders. Beautiful stretch of the psoas. I like to tap one hip down at a time and push back through into a child's pose. Slowly roll your body up. And you guys did it. That was amazing. I hope you liked that little quick core and glutes workout. You can see you can get an efficient workout in a short amount of time. Keep practicing those drills, and I'll see you at the next workout.